Hey guys, it's Shadow Rift, and today we're back with something special, you know what I mean? So, today we're gonna be starting the Nostalgia series with episode 1. A game that I haven't played in a while. So, let's start the intro now. Garden Defense. That one obscure game. Sorry, I'll turn that down for you guys. Oh wait, that's my mic. Need to keep that up. I need to turn this down because it's quite loud. Oh yeah, I can just do this. So this game is quite literally the second, or maybe first, I can't remember when this came out. This is quite literally the other. So I'm going to be playing the very hard game. I'm going to be playing just normal, just because.
My name is Charlotte Smith, and this is how my family saved the world. Back in Lindencroft, where it all began, Mom and Dad just thought they were saving their garden. I guess a lot of big things start out pretty small. This is my dad, Alan. He loves to tinker and help Mom out. His inventions don't always work the first time.
It was at this moment he knew. He felt.
My mom, Laurel, is used to it, as long as her flowers are safe. When her garden's threatened, Mom goes all black belty. The story starts without me because I was off at college studying entomology. Dad invented some gadgets to help keep Mom's flowers safe, and Mom made him disguise the gadgets as attractive garden decorations.
It is a gnome.
Maybe not that attractive, but he meant well.
So basically, the game is about defending your garden, or the flowers, bushes, whatever, because later on we'll get to that, from bugs and all sorts of pests that would normally be. It's a freaking garden gnome. What else do you say? This will modify the speed. I usually keep it on fast, just because I can, but so I will put it on fast for you guys. It is a garden gnome. What else do you say to that? I believe you get a... this is the amount you get for clearing each wave at full health. So it'll show you when... It'll show you when the value changes and stuff. So, like... They won't be rude and just... Boom. The cherub will slow down everything that passes by it. However, it can only target land, as you notice. Or, as I'm not showing you at all. Basically, it couldn't target that moth. Also, you're going to want to learn how to move these, because they can do that. I'm junking the... You're going to want to gnome it. So those are snails. The resilient little bugs. And they always go after your ants. touch my dang flowers. Private the clutches. This is something you want to watch out for. This is an unpredictable adversary, as it said. It's a boss. Because yes. Essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cycling this. Dang it. So as you notice, that did a lot of damage. What we're gonna do is garden gnome it. Killing pests also grants you money, like in literally every tower defense game. This is like the most least generic, because there is a feature in it that's what I've gotten is a flapper or a flamingo. Oh, wait, really? Didn't know that. I forgot about that because I haven't played this game in a couple years. Like, it was in my backups file, so like, haven't played it for years, you know. Oh, oops. GG. These skill points will come in handy later. So we'll just play in normal mode. It doesn't really matter. We'll be going back for very hard. This is where the game begins.
My mom Laurel is good with plants, and she wanted a more natural approach to garden defense.
What do you think it's gonna end up being?
Look at the spitting sunflower.
Yep. Huh? You tried to trick me with the whole...
Mom can make plants do stuff
that is pretty
nobody
freaking
else
impressive, though. Like, what kind of fertilizer are they using? I'm serious. What kind of freaking fertilizer are they actually using? And could I get some? Oh yes, we will meet the daughter soon. She's quite high and legendary too. Night bells. Otherwise referred to as Hell's Bells in their true form, should we say. They get insanely powerful. The cactus is extremely strong. Like, straight up, this thing is one of my personal favorites. The only thing... Yeah, I'll show you why it's better than most of the others. Also, the night bells can't target air, and the cactus can't target ground. Yet. The fertilizer buffs growth, but can only be used once per round. It buffs it by 2, I believe. I believe it also later buffs it by 4 if you get a certain upgrade, but I can't remember which. It's been a little while since I've had to upgrade, you know? Yeah, it's by 2. Oh yeah, spitting sunflowers get insanely OP later on in the game. They're essentially a free minigun. In all regards, that's what they are. And Elsbells? Quite literally, the description would be that they are, well... There is a feature that you've probably noticed about the sunflower, or about any of these plants, that they have a third option that's unselectable. Yeah. As you said, this is not a generic plant kind of game. No, no. Oh boy. You were sorely mistaken there, kid. The Hellsbell's gonna do a lot of damage. The cactus just cleaning up like casual modes in here. In the hazel. Of course there's gonna be a boss. We all know it. There's always gonna be a boss when you... So this is the sprout for the Hellsbells. It's, well, or the Nightbells. Also they name the plants, which is so freaking amazing. Annabelle is the name of my maxed bell. That's an armored beetle. They take a lot to chip down, but they're really not a big threat if you get down to it. Because of if you have at least one level 4 plant, and even just these, like, you should be good. Should be just bloody fine, in fact. To kill it off with no problems. Have fun combining the two. I personally recommend starting with a cherub or a Nightbells. Since this level's, you get to choose both, so don't be afraid to mix and match. Sorry, I can't let you make that shot. So I'm gonna get a spitting sunflower here as well, just to clean up any residual remains. Just to clean up any residual bugs and stuff. Gadgets will never upgrade themselves, so you need to actually forcibly upgrade them. However, they're cheaper, so they're usually a lot more efficient at their job. I'm not gonna use this feature a lot, because I know the ranges most times, and I can just click to see the range. You probably noticed that it's odd that a tower upgrade's only level 4, as well. No, that won't be the case for long. Notice that these bars aren't filled all the way. Oh yeah. There's going to be upgraded versions. As I referred to the Nightbells as Hellsbells. Did you hear me carefully there? I referred to them as their upgraded counterpart. Also, there's 20 waves in this level, and it actually drives me crazy. Armored beetles reappear, except they're not nearly as tough this time. Garden gnomes deal a lot of DPS. Nightbells have a little bit of slow. The cherub is capable of slowing a lot. And so are the pink flamingos. Like, they're actually quite good at dealing DPS as well. We're gonna be we're gonna be finishing the game on normal difficulty, just cause I don't want too easy. Cause too easy is too easy, and too hard is just quite difficult without actual use. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on. Also, that is a giant moth that's going to get riddled full of bullets. Or should I say sunflowers? Because, well, yes, it is sunflowers. I have a feeling that giant moth's getting by. I'm gonna put the hell... sorry, I keep referring to them as that. Yeah, you're gonna be able to upgrade towers. That's the whole point. I'm also going to show off a bug later on in the game. I accidentally discovered this, but it still works. And if I get really salty about it, I will use it in a level, just so you're aware. Also, I believe by next level we unlock the feature's skill points. Feature that pretty obvious considering what we've been receiving. Oh, who cares? It's a normal mode. It's not like I'm playing in an impossible mode or anything. There's an exploit later on that we will be using, and I'm going to be very clear with that. Just run through, dang it. I don't really give a flying bleep. By doing, you get defeated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down this level. I'm going to upgrade this night bells. I'm going to guarantee that edge. Couldn't freaking figure.
While Mom cleared the garden next door, my dad Alan had transformed the garage into
the lab. It's the lab.
He gave Mom and Dad a place to come up with improvements to their weapons and tactics. Dad built a special tracking device that traced the pest to an abandoned house on the edge of the suburbs.
This is Jarden House. Probably because the owners were likely there.
Once they got there, it was clear that Mom and Dad would need my help, too.
Sorry, I accidentally skipped. This is why the game is so amazing. It's labs. It's a freaking lab. I love the joke. I love these the descriptions. Super soil does, in fact, boost the amount of fuel. I'll just say that this is one of the most powerful upgrades, but it costs 100 SP. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a garden gnome here, and we're going to pretty much focus down on this. Correction, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a X-Bells, as I'm going to call it. Because that thing one-shots. I usually stick with a plant-based defensive, because it's more vegan, you know? Nah, I don't do it for that reason. Which one do you guys want me to get? Oh wait, there's no viewers, so I'm gonna go with the... As in, hello, my name is Flamingo Montoya. You killed my flowers. Prepare to die. With its relentless pile driver, the Super Flamingo slows and damages both flyers and crawlers. I love these references, because I understand them. Because they automatically came with freaking windows, of course. That's why they're... I think I'm gonna go with the sneezing cactus. It's among one of the more powerful plants, actually. You better be ready for one heck of a good time. For a bad time. That's the reference to Undertale, if you couldn't figure that one out. Because you got a little bit of the, nice jeans. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the true power of a sneezing cactus. I committed upgrade for 400. They're expensive to upgrade for the fertilizer, but I'm gonna show you why. These things have one of the best DPSs in the game. Oh, did I mention they can target air and ground now? So, yeah, enjoy your time. Also mulch up that plant because there's no use for it in my lawn. And I'm gonna leave the sprout on this one to make it deal even more DPS. Because it's gonna grow a sprout as soon as I do this. And now it's a level 4 sneezing cactus and it's just obliterating. Just going... Quite accurate. Plants are the late game guys. They're great for late game plays and endless because you can eventually get a full army of them. The gadgets are actually usually worse at their job, but they're cheaper. And plus they look more sick. Well, they do look cooler, so like that is a pro. The reason I chose the Sneezing Cactus is because it's quite literally a shotgun that shoots at a machine gun's rate. It also charges just as much. A few $100 now, you have your own very own free machine gun that shoots multiple targets. And also targets air and ground, like it's pretty dang OP. If you actually look into it, it's one of the most overpowered by coverage. It can cover a wide area of effect. Tried sneaking by, eh? You suck. You couldn't even sneak by properly. Plants can't be moved nearly as easily, but there is one upside. Gadgets most definitely can be. Now we got the minigun mode active. Now you notice that the night bells have a slow, and so does a lot of the other debuffing plants. Yep, they get slow. Not very effective at their job, but they can. And the guard gnomes are built for DPS. As you notice, they have one of the highest. In fact, I believe the only higher is a sunflower, for crying out loud. And that's only because of their just more expensive. And, well, they're actually superior when you upgrade them. But they take a lot to upgrade. Oh, and that special fertilizer that upgrades them for 400? You can't get that naturally, so you do have to pay 400. Or at least I know of it. Maybe in 10 rounds, but I don't know yet. I might test it in Endless later on this stream. Now, I never said this was going to be a flawless run. In fact, if you heard this was going to be a flawless run, you can tell the person who told you that to check the facts. Seriously, I'm going to fax them. Bullshit. Because this was never going to be a flawless run. I knew that. Right from the start, in fact. At least I get my 4th spitting cactus. Yo, I'm gonna end up getting the hell bells and all that stuff. Who cares? We win. I'm gonna go grind quick, and I'm just gonna skip the cutscenes. Deal with these ones just by using a cherub. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Sneezing Cactus in preparation for that air unit that was This Sneezing Cactus is totally not going to get upgraded to Sneezing Cactus or anything. Hint, hint. The star means that there's fast. The ground means ground. Air means air. You know what I mean, right? Well, crap. Yo, that did surprisingly effectively against. Sneeze. Sneeze, sneeze. Man. Sneezing fit we got, yeah, boy. Got you, boy. I got you. A little bit extra range and sneezing. Always bloody necessary. Don't matter what. About as dominated as I would expect. So we're gonna get the Super Sunflower next. And we're gonna move on to Jarden House 2. Personal recommendation. Start with this. You're gonna want that Super Sunflower's DPS. This will pretty much be a constant thing that you deal with, so for this level, so you'll be dealing with air and ground this whole level. Just what we bloody well wanted. And of course, ants, slugs, and donkeys for all I care. We're gonna rush to get a Super Sunflower because that's what we paid for. And I'll explain why those things are so bloody powerful. Oh, and it appears we got a bud. Oh, the old bud. E. Super Sunflowers quite literally are super for a reason. Just imagine, you remember that minigun from earlier? Add some incendiary to it. Or, I mean, add some explosives to the bullets. Make it even dead. Make it explosive. And still shoot at the same rate, so like, I believe it shoots slightly slower actually now that I think about it, but its DPS is astoundingly high. Like, this thing can deal with tank bosses and just shred them. Can watch bosses commit multiple counts of evaporation. Has some of the highest stats in the game, but not much can deal with it. This is the power of a single sunflower grew into those. And yes, every 4 levels they do grow. And we just got our second super. Time to evaporate some baddies. We're about to get a I think we're actually playing on very easy by accident, so sorry. I'm supposed to be playing on hard mode or on normal mode, but I must have accidentally hit very easy because this is way too easy. It's very odd, if you ask me, that these things are dying so quickly. Space also functions like in most tower defense games, balloons, the same way as it should. It starts the menu and like there's hotkeys for everything. It's like I can do this, but the sound effect only plays when you actually do play. Press the button by mouse for some reason. Okay, that boss died way too quickly for it to be easy, for it to be hard mode. So it's a 10% power boost if you keep the bud. And the answer is no, you can't stack bud. Cause yes, you get two flowering buds for each plant you place. If you upgrade them to level 4 in their super variant. No, you can't have two. You will actually lose the second one. You will actually lose the first one or the second one. I can't really care. But you can't. You have to plant it before you get to the 4th upgrade to not lose it. Why is that beetle so slow? I'm gonna make sure I'm on normal after this round. Not wave, I mean like after I beat this level. I'm gonna make sure I'm in normal mode. That is an icon that very rarely shows up. It means that there's both slow and fast, air and ground. It's quite rare to actually see that. I knew it. I knew I was on very easy. Sorry guys, I forgot that I turned it to very easy somehow. This third group of upgrades is unlocked later in the game. And I'm gonna make sure that we're in normal mode for this. This thing should be able to take out the first wave. Without incident, but apparently the first wave was too difficult for it. Sunflowers have one of the lowest DPSs, or actually they have pretty high DP DPS. That's a key thing that we measure for video games. But once they upgrade, they actually become quite strong. Like, do you not see that? That was just one level. True, I invested 400 into the sunflower already, buying it and fertilizing it twice. But the fee was well worth it. The thing's now defending. Yeah, you see why sunflowers become extremely strong? They're bad when first planted, but their DPS can become one of the highest in the game. And due to splash damage, they're even more effective as an added bonus. As I said, sunflowers are crap to begin with, but they can become one of the deadliest plants in the garden when given the right training. And by right, also those are grasshoppers. They can actually switch between flying and walking, so they're quite deadly. I heckin' told you guys. Your plants will automatically regenerate themselves. And I made sure to play in normal difficulty this time, just to make sure. Oh, this stream will probably take me over 2-3 hours even. Such a simple game. You would think it's like one of the easiest, but nope. It'll get pretty difficult, and I'm gonna switch to easy for the last level just because it is a hard one. Without the right upgrades. I'm totally not going to be upgrading the DPS of my super sunflowers to be the only plant I use ever. Oh, that's a level 4. Okay, wait then. Actually, it is worth it this time to upgrade. Nah, it's just not. But this, however, is. So I'm just gonna say something to all you guys. Hope you're keeping it awesome. And this is grasshoppers. I know they don't look like a threat, but they are. You know, when maxed out and given the abilities, everything can target more than one thing, so. I love how they straight up say, oh hey, build. So you're not building a plant or planting a defense? Even though you do say planting a landmine and stuff like that, but... DPS! It's time to buy. The defenses, or the gadgets, cost more to upgrade initially, but they are usually weak. But they can't be upgraded passively. Or, correction, they cost less to upgrade, but they can't be upgraded passively as a price. Oh, I forgot we didn't unlock that yet. Whoopsie. Did you notice that on camera? The grasshoppers can switch their flight patterns. I believe it's per wave. If you get 1 skill point, if you did it flawlessly, then you get a mission bonus. Like a lot of other games with point-based upgrades like this. Also, what we're gonna invest the money into? Gonna invest it into plant damage. It's the Veggie Apocalypse upgrade. Now, do you see the DPS stack up? Do remember, that all started from 1 sunflower. Just hope you remember that. I'll go into the what would be best called as the dictionary of bugs. I'll show you the help menu just in case. That is the spell that will, or essentially what would best be described as a spell. And those are bug houses and all the paths. So what we're gonna do is go to the garden catalog and just flip through. Victoria would really like to eat this one. Did I stutter?
This is where I enter the story. There I am. Pretty cute, huh? And that's my pet spider, Miriam. I came home from school to show Mom and Dad my new inventions. My bug houses. You place these little houses near your flowers, and insects
They
come
definitely
out
don't
and
show
attack
off
the
a new
enemy.
gimmick or anything.
I figured out that the creepy crawlies were coming from a few miles to the northeast. From the town of Grand Chap. That's where we went next.
These are bug houses. Ladybugs stall and I believe deal a little bit of damage later on. Bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. we're gonna be relying on bugs mostly. Oh, I'm prepared for this. This is why the... essentially what I would best refer to as a freaking kill command. This exploit works. Oh yeah, you have to progress the round. So, meanwhile, while I go deal with this... Oh yeah, those are flying stink bugs now, and they deal a ton of damage. Oh, and also... their stink. About as foul as a freaking... well... sour milk that has been left out for millennium. Watch and learn. This is an exploit I learned by accident, actually. Since we have all this money, we might as well use it. The exploit, I just happened upon it one random day. we about to reach lag spike? Sorry I'm not commenting a lot, but just... We about to no longer need these bug houses. Bug houses. Turned down my mic a lot. Sorry, turned down my mic a lot. gonna put a flamingo just right here, just because I can. I only just wanted to show off the exploit. I think I'm gonna call the stream off after this. Just 'cause I was planning on beating the game, just takes too long, and I'm playing on normal mode, and I'm getting really tired. Because it's actually at 10:30 at night. So after I beat this level, I will be calling it off, and I will be seeing you guys in, well, some other time. So I don't know when I'm going to be streaming next. So I will be, yeah, that's an exploit that I accidentally discovered. Turns out it makes you have over 2.5 million. So I'll be, seeing y'all in the